didn't know, there's 4 reasons why you circle in a fight. So the first reason, if someone is known for a devastating strike, so we just use Jack's right kick at the moment. So if Jack throws a right kick, boom, that's a hard strike, yeah? He's really known for having a lot of power. So the first obvious reason why we might circle is to avoid that power strike. So if I'm circling every kick, it's going to take the sting out of it. Obviously, if I circle this way, boom, I'm going to walk right into it. Now, just for a little rule of thumb, they say you should always try and circle away from the right side, which I understand why, because that's meant to be the more predominant side for striking. So even if he's throwing his right hand, I can still circle away. I'm more likely to miss it, or even if he does land it, boom, I'm still circling away from the power side, hopefully. So he's got to keep resetting. So if you just stand at this angle, every time he wants to hit me, if I'm continuously moving, he's got to try and reset before he hits me. He's got to turn before he can throw his strike. But like I said, it's a little bit of it's one of them, because personally, my favourite punch is my left hook. So if Jack was circling away from my right, he's going to, so if you circle away from my right hand, he's going to circle right into my left hook, which is my favourite punch. So just take it as a rule of thumb. You've got to try and figure out what they're trying to set up to hit you with. But if you're fighting an opponent which you know they've got a devastating, say, right kick or a switch kick or a left hook or a right cross, then you would just circle the opposite way away from the strike. Now, reason number two. People don't always realise this reason as much, but it's to set up your strikes. So, if I'm here like this, I'm far away from Jack, I can't hit Jack, Jack can't hit me, so if Jack throws the jab out, say he can't hit me, I'm too far away. If he throws a kick out, he can't hit me, I'm too far away. Only just. But if Jack now circles in a little bit, now he can kick me. Bang! Because he's circled round closer to me, he's cut the distance as he circled round. So if he does it again, so this one he's changing his stance and he's in nice and close, boom. So now if we go from here, we'll go the other way. So if he circles round to his right, circles round, and then he's close enough to kick me with his right leg. Bang! That's it, and again, so if we come back out, so from here he can't hit me, so just wait a minute, so from here, he can't hit me, yeah, he can't kick me. Now as he circles into his right, yeah, he cuts that angle enough to be able to land a strike on me. So you can do this sometimes quite obviously, or you can do it really subtly as well. So if we ever had that, if I can't hit Jack, yeah, I can't hit Jack at all, but if I start slowly circling in, now look, I can hit him. I'll close that range, yeah? But again, you've got to be careful, because someone who's a good fighter will understand what you're doing. Someone who's not as good, or not quite figuring it out yet, they won't understand why you're trying to do that. It's just a different way of closing the distance, rather than just coming straight in forward. Yeah, it's just about circling off, and then I'm close enough to strike him. Back here I'm not. I step in a little bit, step across a little bit, and then look, boom. I've managed to cut that distance round, close enough to strike him. Or you could do how Jack was doing it, with a bit more strike, move around, bang, skip him round to set up a nice big strike. So, the third reason is if I've pinning someone up towards the fence. So if I'm fighting Jack and he's getting towards the fence, he might just want to circle off so he can get himself pinned to the fence. Nice and simple. Yeah, it's basic footwork to get away from the fence. So this is another reason why we might want to circle away. So again, we're fighting, come back a little bit, I manage to push him back, and then he just circles and cuts that angle out, so I can't then pin him up against the fence to land my strikes. But this comes on to the fourth one, is how I can get myself to pin up to land my strikes. So if we find ourselves along the cage, if I'm a little bit closer to it maybe, if we find ourselves along the cage, I've got to circle out this way so we don't escape. So as I circle out, so if you circle that way, we can't escape, yeah? So if we go back, if you did go and circle that way, I'll just come back in here. So if he goes out that way, I'll circle out round here. Yeah? So you can also use the reason why you're circling is also to keep them with their back against the cage. So you can use your circling to get yourself away from the cage. Bum, bum, bum. Or I could use my circling, so go back to the cage. As he starts to circle out, I just follow him around. I move round with him. I circle out round towards it to get him up against the cage. So basically, the first one is circling to either avoid strikes or set up strikes, and the second one, which is the third and fourth one, is to either circle to pin them against a cage or the ropes, or to keep away from the cage or the ropes. If you like this tip, please give it a subscribe. If you want to see some more MMA tips, click the link over here. Sorry.